Hello people, it's Poet, and I'm actually watching my own very first Fossils and Archaeology video on YouTube. This is crazy. Look at how bad those graphics. Okay, so the reason I wanted to do this was kind of to critique what I do now, critique what I did then, take a look at my very first dinosaur video. So this is a very special episode of me playing with the dinosaurs, because I'm not really playing. I mean, I'm playing with... Well, I'm in the world, but this is like over a year ago when I posted this, so it's pretty crazy. And this is something that I've been wanting to do since maybe episode 50, was go back and look at what I used to do, look at the old world, look at the old graphics, look at everything about it. I myself have not watched this video since the day that I uploaded it. I go back from time to time to read comments, but apart from like the very first few seconds there, usually with the totally copywritten music playing that I stopped putting in the front of the videos, because I was kind of, even though it was a MIDI mix that I custom edited slightly, very slightly, I thought, you know, there's always a chance that, you know, I don't want any copywritten music, and that song, I don't own the rights to that song, so I'm not gonna keep it in the intro. So this is totally a commentary about why I did certain things and how things were done, just like I just explained with that intro music, and why we don't do that anymore, and why we've got our own kind of the music that we have now in the intro. It's very much, I was trying to go for Jurassic Park-esque. You know, big band music and stuff, and I thought that it would have fit very well, and I think it has. So here we are in the very first dinosaur world. Now, to explain why I'm doing certain things the way I'm doing, there's two things. Number one is that this was in a very old Minecraft version, like 1.2.5 or something. I don't think that it was 1.3.2 yet. And in fact, this might have even been the pre-release 1.8. Like, it's pretty old. So we're playing in one of the very, very, very first dinosaur mod, back when it was still created by Flam and the team there. In the old, it wasn't the revival back then, that's for sure. And this was my very first time ever playing a mod. I had a very good friend, Haru, who at the time, we started making videos at the same time, and she actually suggested that I start playing mods. And I basically scoffed, and I said, there's no way. There's just no way I'm playing mods. You know, they're just not for me. I don't like a custom game. I want to be, you know, like the other YouTubers out there who just have a vanilla series. It's just, oh, look at that. The first time I ever saw fossils. That is pretty cool. I love watching. I can barely hear me. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't screw up my video. But I kind of want to hear myself talk. But anyway, this is, I was against doing mods, and I decided, you know what? If I'm going to do any mod, it's got to be a dinosaur mod. It's got to be a dinosaur mod. So I kind of looked up, you know, what kind of dinosaur mods are out there and stuff. Then I found, well, there's this mod. Not only do you get to play with dinosaurs, but you also get the archaeology side of things. And to me, that was just like the best, the best, the best. You could not get any better than that. So I started playing it, and this was literally, when I started recording this, it was the very first time that I had installed a mod. I had never done that before. I wasn't even sure if it was going to work. And it was kind of like, without knowing what I was going to get myself into, I just hit the record button and went. And luckily for me, everything went smoothly, so you can see, like, I found fossils and stuff. I think it would be pretty funny if the mod was not installed properly or something, and I ended up just randomly in the normal vanilla world anyway. But yeah, finding those first fossils was pretty cool. Now, back then, like, look at the video. It's in a little bit of a bad quality. It doesn't look so bad right now because I'm underground in a cave, it looks like. But I was recording this back then on my Mac. It was actually on my Mac computer, and the Mac sucks. I mean, oh, look at that. Do you see that green flash? That green flash was a problem that I had for so long. It took me forever to figure out what was wrong with it, and it turned out that it was the version of Final Cut that I had a glitch in it. It's been since fixed for almost a year now. But man, that used to annoy me. I used to have to watch every single second of all of my videos, catch those green flashes, and cut those little seconds out. Those little frames. It took me forever. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. Here I am talking about how basically what I just said, that how I was in archaeology for 3 years, how I wanted to play this mod because I was really into paleontology and stuff like that. Man, this is nostalgic. Keep in mind that this wasn't my first video ever, but we both said "but" at the same time. But basically, this was one of my first videos, so I was not the best at talking on camera yet. I was not the most entertaining yet. I wasn't the there was a lot of room for improvement. There still is, but a lot of room back then, and so it's pretty crazy seeing it now. You know, the microphone that I was using was this really crappy Blue microphone, and you know, Blue is one of the better brands people always recommend. But I went through like 3 or 4 of them. And the second one wasn't so bad, you know, it was a little bit better quality. This was one of the lower end condenser mics that Blue had, and I don't know, it almost sounded like I was talking through a tunnel the whole time. And it would pick up the noise of my desk, like my mouse cord rubbing against my desk, so you'd hear like little clicks and scratches and things like that from my mouse. Oh, it was annoying. But yeah, this was recorded on my Mac, which was really slow at the time, hard to edit things in, and I mean, thankfully, I was able to kind of get the smarts finally saying, you know what, I'm going to transfer my dinosaur world over to my PC and start recording there, and immediately I had an improvement. I got fraps, I started recording a little bit more professionally, I got a headset, and things just kind of took off.
Okay, so I see that a lot of it is
so even here it is, the first episode, and I just said, you really can't hear because I don't want to have 2 of me talking at the same time. That would just get so annoying. But what I just said was basically that I was annoyed that it's mostly bones and like cobblestone and things like that. So, oh crap! Creeper. I hate them. I didn't even have a sword.
Hey, if I blow them up by those
Blow up already! Come on, man. I feel like I'm actually playing this. Yay! There we go.
I better make a weapon. Like right
Yeah,
now.
I better make a weapon. It's exactly what I was thinking. So, this is weird. Have you ever had an experience watching yourself doing something, like on camera or something?
Okay. There we go.
It sounds like, because I haven't watched this for over a year, and like even some of the things that I'm saying are very similar to exactly what I say, or exactly what I'm thinking right now. Because this almost looks like fresh to me. This is like new to me. I don't remember any of this. So when I say like, come on and blow up already, and then, or I'm thinking that, and then I say that in the video, it's pure coincidence. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling watching this. This video is my most viewed video on YouTube, and I kind of relate that to just the way that people are with dinosaurs and their love for dinosaurs. And it's basically here I am trying to figure out like what the heck do you even do with these things? At the time, I was very stubborn. I refused, and this was kind of a mistake, and I admit it was a mistake now. I was very stubborn about it. I was so stubborn about it, and it kind of came from the fact that I had never done anything with mods before, and that kind of thing. And I know I'll get back to my first statement in a second about people's love for dinosaurs. But I refused in this video and in future videos. I refused to look it up. I refused to look up crafting recipes. I refused to look up block types. I refused to look up the goal of a mod or anything. I was like, well, I'm just going to jump into a mod and I'm going to have fun. And the mod should be so unique that it's so obvious and so, you know, I shouldn't need a tutorial. If I need a tutorial, then the mod sucks. And it was like 7 or 8 episodes before we even had a dinosaur down because like we didn't know how to make a cultivator, we didn't know how to make an analyzer, or anything like that. We didn't really know what the fossil, what are they called? Biofossils and relic scraps do. We were just flying blind, and it was kind of a mistake. I wish that I had been able to say like, oh, okay, and now we're gonna make a cultivator for the biofossil, or for the DNA that we totally got from the biofossil. I wish that I could have just like jumped into that right from episode 1, because a lot of views I think were lost, unfortunately, and even today, to this very day, because people, they start watching at episode 1. They don't jump to episode 175 or 200 or whatever. They jump to the very first one and watch it, and they're looking for dinosaurs, and they hear the crappy mic quality, and they are going to leave. That's kind of the way that it is, unfortunately. Oh, that stupid skeleton. Thankfully, it was with the old AI. We're talking like 1.8 pre-release or something. If I hit my coordinates, I could see the version. Then we'd be sure. It was an old version. It was either 1.8 or it was like maybe it was 1.25, maybe it was 1.32. It was an older one though. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying before, this is my most viewed video. It has more views than, like, there are some popular YouTubers out there who have certain videos, like their most viewed video is not as much viewed as this video. So to me, that means a lot. Like, this video is super special to me. I have lots of regrets about it. I wish, like, from a quality standpoint, I could have improved it somehow. Better mic is number 1. Turn my game sounds down is number 2, you know. My game sounds are just so loud. My mic sound is not. And then the other regret is, of course, the way that I started it without looking up tutorials or anything, and basically had to figure it all out on my own and waste time. Spent the first part of the video here just basically starving to death and dying and looking for fossils that I didn't know what to do with. It was crazy, but anyway, most viewed video. People love dinosaurs. I think that's all that it comes down to. Is that run, old poet, run! Run! Oh my god, don't die from that skeleton. I think I make some weird kind of a cut here too, if I'm not mistaken.
Take a hike, guy.
Maybe not. Take a hike, guy. What a very Canadian thing to say when I said that. Oh god, take a hike, hoser. Like, man. Oh, funny.
No, I can't. Okay, so
like this, a lot of this shows how unskilled I was at the craft of you. Oops, I hit my mouse. But YouTube was very new to me back then. It wasn't my first video, like I said. A lot of people think that it was, but it definitely wasn't. I had Wolfenstein videos up before this. I had, I think Diablo videos might have gone up before this.
Look at him.
Diablo 3.
Jerk.
Um,
Whoa, another jerk.
hello, another jerk.
Okay. Red mushrooms, red mushrooms. I don't see any.
Oh,
anywhere.
I had a single player series actually, which a vanilla single player series, which I don't even have now.
Look a little bit better.
It was very interesting.
Past this guy.
I watched before I decided to do a commentary on this. I watched the commentary on that single player series, and
The ground is
it was actually I was kind of entertained by it. So
skeletons
almost
everywhere.
makes me feel like, oh, I could just, make that video public again. It's currently private,
Idiot.
but from a quality standpoint, from
The idiot is coming.
that kind of thing, I don't really want that on the channel anymore. It served its purpose. It lived its time.
Dinosaurs,
Now move on. With something as popular as this video,
by the way.
I can't do that.
Maybe you
So that's kind of the shame in it all, is that I wish I could redo this video. I wish I could redo it 100 times. I am actually quite embarrassed about it. And that's something that I think I've admitted to people before. But this video in general is kind of embarrassing to me. Oh God! Man!
hate you.
I had a really rough first day. But anyway,
Share some sheep
I was embarrassed about this video.
materials for a bed.
I didn't want
But
this to be
time
the way that my channel is perceived, and quite often, even today, people search for Minecraft dinosaurs, very, very popular search.
and I'll also
And my videos come up, and this one usually is up there too, and it's like, oh, why do you have to watch that one? Just watch newer ones, please.
sit back
And
relax,
so,
we'll skip to that.
I don't know, it's just, I don't mind it, but at the same time, I really wish I could have done better. Really wish. But you can't live with regrets. It is what it is. It started the series. It's kind of where everything started. As I'm moving back and forth, like you can see me moving back and forth,
I haven't seen another.
you can see clearly a lot of lag in it. Man, I remember that lake so well.
Okay, there's some
Oh, the memories are just flowing back.
bed with
So crazy.
Oh, did I?
Oh man, this is crazy watching this. I remember that hill where I had the
That kind of sucks.
the room, the laboratory above it. Oh, wow. I don't have this world anymore. At least I don't think I do. Actually, it might be on my Mac still. I should check. That would be wild to just load into this world.
Water from
But basically,
creatures in the water.
I was embarrassed about these videos. That's why I wanted to do a commentary on it for so long, was to say like, oh, look, I wasn't using a texture pack. I also didn't really like texture packs back then. Now I like Faithful 32. It's what I use for almost every single series, except for Pokemon.
What is that?
Oh, a Nautilus. Go, poet. Go find what it is. Go look at it. Dive at it. Grab it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my first dinosaur. Punch it. Kill it.
Oh, nothing's
I
changed.
want what it has.
My first dinosaur, punch it, kill it. Yeah, great. Good one.
Oh, it's impossible to kill.
Man, that guy's tough, the little Nautilus.
Did I get it? There it is.
I killed it just to grab its shell. Totally came in handy. It wasn't really a dinosaur, obviously a Nautilus.
Wow, my first dinosaur.
Ammonite is not really a dinosaur.
Oh, yes.
It's that kind of thing, but man, I had fun. So much room for improvement, but guess what, guys? That was the end of the video. Thanks for watching.